Hi everyone, I'm Pradeep Krishnakumar. I'm the co-founder and COO of Zouk. Zouk is a direct-to-consumer brand selling premium bags, wallets, and accessories. Zouk effortlessly defines a modern Indian classic, and all our products and the brand is known for making handcrafted, cruelty-free, and proudly Indian products. Right? In terms of sort of understanding the customer sentiment, I think first and foremost is as an online brand, we have multiple advantages compared to any offline brand. And that's what D2C really enjoys. The fact that we have 100K plus followers on Instagram, we have large social media following on Facebook, YouTube as well. We receive a lot of sort of customer reviews and comments on emails, DMs, website chat, etc. And our customer experience team also speaks to hundreds of customers on a weekly basis, primarily to understand what the customer thinks, what is their current sentiment, what do they like, what worked well for them from an order that they placed with us, what didn't, how we can improve, etc. Now that is something that an online brand enjoys, which an offline brand doesn't, because the customer comes in and walks out. On top of this, we also have a lot of analytics on the website to know what products customers preferring, what product customers not purchasing enough, etc. All of this helps us to collate and build a very strong customer sentiment story of saying what do they like, what do they not like about the brand, about the product, so on and so forth. So this is how we sort of build the customer sentiment and the customer journey of how they interact with all products on Zoom. First and foremost is, of course, collecting all these signals across different channels. Right? Second is to sort of break it down and analyze it further, right? To see certain trends, right? As almost every brand owner would say, the number of times a customer talks about a negative feedback is a lot more than happy customers sharing their happy experiences. That's universally true. That's true in India as well. What we look at is to say that every negative review is also a feedback for us to improve on, right? And we work on that. So that's how we take all the sort of customer sentiments and signals that we get, bucket it, analyze it, build a problem statement, and then take up the heavy lifting of solving that problem on ourselves to sort of give the customer a better experience. I think when the first wave hit in sort of March 2020, it was a very tough time because nobody knew what was happening, how long is it going to be, etc. So while everything stopped, the good thing was we actually had time to step back and think. Right, we spent the next 1 to 2 months really understanding from customers. One thing we did was we continued engaging with our customers. In fact, at that point, even as co-founders, we also used to speak to customers to understand what they liked, what they didn't like about the brand, etc., and kept improving on that. From there on, we next moved on to keep the sort of the followers on social media more engaged. Saying we actually put out a few quizzes, we put out some interesting content to keep them engaged and to say, don't worry, when the situation improves, we're going to be back and your favorite products are still going to continue coming to you. Right? So we kept engaging them. We also built new channels. In fact, we started off YouTube around that time and said, okay, now we can provide another platform. We can provide more content from another platform. Right? We engage them via calls, emails, etc. We also kickstarted our journey on multiple marketplaces during this period. All of this helped because once the situation improved, then we could really engage with them further and talk about, hey, here's a product, here are new products. The fact that we kept them engaged at that point of time and then we could continue sort of telling our story really helped us to do the entire marketing piece. Everything else from a paid advertising point of view, influencer marketing perspective, all of that, again, we could restart pretty quickly. The good thing was, given the shift to online, there were actually more people on all of the digital platforms, and now we had a larger base, more engaged base to sort of interact with during this whole. I think the whole shift towards online combined with really good sort of levels of vaccination, etc., because that's very critical for category like ours where people need to start moving out. All of that has really helped the brand, right? We've grown nearly 10x from pre-COVID levels to now. And we're also seeing a lot more resonance for what the brand stands for. One is really just sales, but another is to say they also feel the same thing that we as a brand stand for, which is proudly Indian products, responsible, cruelty-free products. Customers have become more sort of engaged with these things, and that is what is the positive we take out. While we also had a 10x plus growth from pre-COVID levels.